Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we'll be reviewing the Hollyland Mars 400S Pro. It's a very powerful video transmission system that transmits full video in HD 1080p 60 frames per second. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now the Hollyland Mars 400S Pro is a fantastic solution for those of you who are seeking a reliable audio-video solution that will transmit with only 0.08 seconds of latency. You heard that right. And this is something that can transmit over 400 feet. I'm using it on the channel for live streaming and also for having multiple angles in some of the other video work that I do as part of the work that we do here at EBPMAN Tech Reviews. And the cool thing about this solution is that it has multiple connection options. So you have a transmitter and a receiver that has both SDI in and HDMI in, as well as SDI out and HDMI out. So a lot of flexibility there. The other thing is that it comes with two different power source options. So you can either power this through L-series Sony batteries, or you can use USB Type-C charging. And actually, you have one more. You can actually plug this in. So there's an additional power cord that can be used. Now this solution has more than just, I would say, flexibility when it comes to power options. It also allows you to wirelessly connect to up to 4 phones or tablets in real time and use them as if they were a monitor, right? You have waveform viewing, focus peaking viewing, zebra viewing, zoom in, out, all these capabilities, everything that you need to really have a very professional, I would say, hookup when it comes to video transmission. And I've been using it on the channel for our live streaming. Noel and I have started into live streaming. You're going to see a lot more live streaming coming on the channel. You haven't seen it directly in this channel, but in some of the other things that we've been doing in other partnerships where we've been either live streaming on Amazon Live or we've been doing things that have been with selected brands. We've been using this technology to be able to show all these different solutions. So with the included smart app, one of the things that's so cool about the solution is that you can use this app to not only view, but you can also record to a smartphone. And this is a great solution, especially for those of you who are doing, I'd say, paid work where you're actually working or creating streaming solutions for clients. Because not only will you be able to have wireless cameras connected as part of your setup, but you also then have the ability to have your clients view what's going on, or maybe someone else, someone who's an observer, see without having to be over your shoulder what's going on. And again, this is something that can support up to 4 smartphones. Now this solution comes with a transmitter and receiver, and as you can see here, they're very compact, right? So you have the blue is the receiver, and then over here I have the transmitter. I actually have it connected, so I actually have a camera on this side that's actually picking up everything that I'm doing, and I'm going to show you overall latency and how things work. So as we take a look at what's going on here, you know, literally you have a very compact solution, right? So you can see how thin this is right here. This is where you would be able to connect your battery. You have your, again, cooling going on, USB-C, right, that you can use, HDMI, all right, and you can see that that's out, power button. Here's, again, that physical power adapter that you get. So you can power this way or this way. And then you have right here your SDI out. Now, in the front, you have an LCD that you're going to be able to see, and then the colors indicate or help you identify which one is used for which purpose. So like I mentioned, this is your receiver. So over here, we have our transmitter. So this is the one that I have connected to the camera here on the side. I removed the HDMI cable so that I had more flexibility here, so it says no video, but I'll connect it in a second so you can see this. So here what you have is, you can see the readout here, letting me know what channel I'm on, that I have no video, which is really good from a feedback perspective, and then also what my connectivity is and that it's cooling, right? So as soon as I connect this HDMI, and we'll go ahead and connect it, now what should happen is it should be able to pick up that there's some video. Hopefully that camera is running, and yes it is. And you'll notice that it switched from no video to now 1080p 60 frames per second. So this is going to give you a lot of flexibility depending on the type of creator that you are. In my case, I'm using it, as I mentioned, and you're going to see this throughout this kind of demo. I use it for live streaming purposes and to have another camera. I'm not really one of those content creators that has a second shot on the side as I'm being the talking head. I use it more for other things. This does have a shoe mount here, which is nice, and I do like the fact that it has these 2 colors here that help you really identify which one is which. Now, in the event that you do, that these colors are difficult for you to see because of color blindness, one of the things that you'll find here is that they are indicated here. So it says transmitter and it says receiver. So they got you covered on both sides. So either you can tell by the color or you can tell by just reading on the label which one is which. Now next we're going to look at the overall performance of the Hollyland Mars 400S Pro, but I'm going to use a very different situation. I'm going to show you how I'm using it to stream or for streaming purposes. So I'm not going to use this right now just because I want to show you how this works. It's really cool. So I'm going to put this aside because I actually can have this, and I do have this typically connected to my ATM Mini, and this is how I get the signal in. But I'm going to share with you what the experience is, and so you can see the overall latency and how this thing works using my smartphone. And remember, we talked about how it can connect to multiple smartphones at the same time. So take a look at what's going on right here. So I have the Hollyland connected to the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, and I'm going to bring this in a different shot so you can see it up here too. So here's where it's at. So you can see that right here. And watch, I'm going to move my hand up, and I'm going to move my hand down. That's the latency that we're getting on this. So I think that this is super duper cool. I'm also recording this at the same time so I can show you what the experience is. But what I have here right on the side, and I'm looking at this right now, is I have a Sony, my small Sony, literally just pointing at me and also taking a secondary shot. Now this could be an overhead shot. This could be a, just, I could have this in another part maybe because I'm going to be showcasing either a home theater setting, a living room setting, or just a portable setting when it comes to some of the devices that we review in the channel. But the whole point is, as you can see down here, look at how quickly this responds. So here you see kind of like this view, this angle view coming from over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise my hand up, and you're going to be able to see it from my overhead. You're going to see it in the front camera, and then we're going to see it on the side camera. And again, remember, the side camera is completely wireless, right? So you can see I'm raising my hand, right? Notice it go up, and we're going to see how well it stays in sync. Going down, I'm going to raise it up here, and I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to go this way. It's pretty darn good. It's actually really, really good. So love the overall speed, and you can see right now what I'm doing is I'm recording what's going on here. I can see that there's a slight lag. I can see based on what I'm speaking, and then I can see how it's just catching up slightly. But at least the hand gestures I thought was pretty good. Now, as I tap in this area here, you'll notice that you have a lot of different controls here, right? So you could go through and really take a look at overall how this is working. And you can see here that I have it recording based on the timer. So there's a lot of different settings. You can go to magnification. You could also go into LUT settings, zebra settings, focus settings, all these different settings right here. They're going to help you get the best shot possible. And as you can see here, this looks really, really sharp. At least because I have an S21 Ultra here, the overall screen resolution is fantastic. So the actual screen that I see on the phone looks amazing too. But this is just one of the many settings, right? Because you can actually use this, like if you're using this for client shots. So if you are recording some of your clients doing live streaming and you want maybe someone who's an observer to see what the overall experience is, they're going to see this. And as you can see here, this looks pretty freaking amazing. It looks really good. So this is just one of the, again, so many different models or use cases that you can have. For me, I love this because I use this for live streaming. It gives me the ability to have a wireless camera on the side. It gives me the ability to, again, have more versatility in how I present. So guys, that was our review of the Hollyland Mars Pro 400S. Pretty cool solution that gives you wireless capabilities for so many creative needs. See you in the next one.